Welcome to Over 50 TV. My name is Lou Reyes. For the past 6 years, I've been bringing you retirement tips, talking about Social Security, giving you some updates, and I've also talked about news that impacts virtually every single person out there, virtually everyone over 50, I should say. Well, today's no different. I'm about to tell you about the 7 big risks that retirees are facing in 2025, and I'm also going to tell you how to prepare. Now, all of the information in this video, all of it comes from hard data and insights that are shared by top experts in retirement, Social Security, and workplace ageism. So I'm going to start with big risk number 1. Rent costs. Watch out for higher prices in 2025. Now, if you're renting, brace yourself because rent costs are showing no signs of slowing down. Over the past 5 years, the median rent in the U.S. will have jumped about 20%. Now, back in March of 2019, that average rent, it was $1,632. But by March of 2024, it skyrocketed to $1,987. And that bears repeating. It went from $1,632 a month to $1,987 a month, and that's a huge increase any way you cut it. And unfortunately, Social Security and wages for those of us who are still working out there, well, it just hasn't kept up. But for anybody on a fixed income, obviously, this trend is going to be a real challenge in 2025 because rising rents, well, they can take a serious bite out of our budgets, and that's going to leave us a lot less room for the essentials. So this is something that every renter over the age of 50 really needs to plan for. COLA announcement, we're talking October 2025, where you can expect little to none in 2026. When they make that announcement, yeah, that's pretty much what we're hearing. Now, some experts, they are predicting that the 2026 cost of living adjustment, we call it the COLA, of course, well, it could be historically low or possibly none at all. And yes, I did say none at all. Now, currently, the Senior Citizens League, well, they're forecasting a 2.5% COLA for 2026, which would match the very disappointing 2025 increase. Now, Mary Johnson, she's an independent Social Security and Medicare policy analyst. She's warning that longer-term consumer price trends suggest that our COLA could be a lot more puny. And this is her words, not mine. She says a lot more puny if we get any COLA at all in 2026. Oh my. You know, for many Social Security recipients, even a small increase or no increase at all, well, it could put them further behind as COLA adjustments are crucial for keeping pace with rising living costs. Now, the official announcement won't take place until this October of 2025, and it does become effective in January of 2026. I am not high on a great COLA announcement. I am hoping it is not puny. I am certainly hoping it's none at all. Before I go any further, I want to invite you to sign up for my breaking news email. Now, this is the best way for you to stay informed about the news that matters most to you. And these essential updates, well, they're delivered straight to your inbox as they happen, so you can just click on the link in the description to sign up. Credit card interest rates, they're at record highs and they're not coming down anytime soon. In August of 2024, the average rate on balances, well, it hit 23%, and this was up sharply from 17% in 2019, and this is according to the Federal Reserve, to their data. And why is this happening? Well, the Federal Reserve's interest rate hikes to combat inflation, well, they push borrowing costs through the roof. And this spells trouble for retirees. Now, a recent poll by the Employee Benefit Research Institute found that 68% of retirees carried credit card debt in 2024, and this was up dramatically from 40% in 2022 and 43% in 2020. So yeah, 68% of retirees carry credit card debt. Now, inflation has also played a major role as rising costs have forced about 2 in 5 cardholders to max out their credit cards, or they're coming dangerously close to maxing out their credit limits. And this is according to Bank Rate Survey. Now, for retirees on fixed incomes, high credit card debt paired with soaring interest rates is like pouring gas on a fire. It makes paying down those balances harder, and it drains your ability to spend or to save elsewhere. Keeping those credit card debts in check will be critical for protecting your finances in 2025. The job market, AI is reshaping the workforce. Now, before any of you out there get an idea that you're going to text me and say, Lou, what does job market, what does AI, what does the workforce have to do with retirees? Well, let me tell you this. 2 million folks who retired have unretired. They're back in the workforce because they need to. So yeah, I'm just telling you why I'm talking about the job market, because it is very important. Now, artificial intelligence, yes, AI is automating more jobs every day, and experts predict it will replace full-time careers at an even faster pace in 2025. And this shift, it's expected to reduce the number of traditional jobs, forcing many workers, many people who are going back into the workforce. I'm talking about retirees to rely more on gig employment and freelance opportunities. And that is also why I have my other channel, Side Hustle Rules. If you're looking to find out about opportunities as a side hustle so you can make some extra money or really earn a living, I've got my channel called Side Hustle Rules. Now, this trend that we're talking about, what does this mean for 2025? What does it mean for you? Well, hiring will likely stay below pre-pandemic levels, with opportunities are going to be concentrated in key industries like technology and healthcare and green energy. And if you follow the news, you probably know this for sure. So technology, healthcare, and green energy are where the opportunities are. If you're over 50 and you're considering part-time work, or maybe you are still considering a second career, and you know what, why not? If you feel like it, do it. But if you are considering a second career or part-time work, or positioning yourself in one of these high-demand fields, well, it could be critical to staying competitive in 2025. Prescription drug costs to drop in 2025, what you need to know. And finally, we are hearing some good news, finally some welcome news. And this is especially true for Medicare recipients. Prescription drug costs are set to decline in 2025, and this is thanks to the Inflation Reduction Act. Thank Joe Biden, whether you like him or not. You know what? Doesn't matter. We got lower prescription drug prices, and that is the bottom line to someone like me. So here's how some of the key changes are going to be working. Number one, out-of-pocket. The out-of-pocket cap. Medicare is going to impose a $2,000 annual cap on out-of-pocket prescription drug expenses. Number two, lower co-insurance rates. Starting in the first quarter of 2025, 64 Medicare Part B drugs will have reduced co-insurance rates. And that is good news for a lot of folks out there. Number three, inflation rebates. Drug companies raising prices faster than inflation. Well, they're going to be required to give those rebates or give rebates to Medicare. And that should help keep costs down. I've got my fingers crossed on that one. I don't know if I really buy into it, but we'll wait and see. But these measures, however you look at it, these measures, they're designed to make medications more affordable, especially for seniors. And this is a positive change on the horizon in 2025. Ageism in the workplace will still be a barrier for older job seekers in 2025. You know, for older job seekers, age discrimination, yes, it continues to be a significant challenge for them. And research shows that nearly 90% of them, 90% of adults, 50 and older, age 50 and older, well, they believe that age discrimination is quite common in workplaces. And I'm sure many of them have seen age discrimination or witnessed it in their own workplace. And studies from an organization called the Society of Human Resource Management, I call them SHROOM. They go by the acronym SHRM, so I just call them SHROOM. Well, they're a global organization. They support HR professionals, and I really think of them as a club, maybe as an organization, a club of folks. They support HR professionals. Well, they back up the concerns that a lot of folks, a lot of older people have when it comes to age discrimination. They've done some research, and their research reveals that nearly 1/3 or 32% of HR professionals admit that an applicant's age has influenced hiring decisions in their own organizations, which is, when you think about it, they're admitting it because they know it to be true. And there's no reason to hide it. They've done the studies. They're admitting it. Now, there are some efforts. I'll call them feeble efforts to combat ageism. There's AARP. They've got a program called the Employer Pledge Program. They launched it in 2012, and their program includes over 3,000 companies that have pledged to, and I'm going to put this in air quotes, pledge to value experienced workers and build more diverse teams. But judging by the thousands of firsthand stories that I've received from over 50 TV viewers, efforts like AARP's program, well, those efforts aren't working. Ageism is still a career killer in 2025. Well, there you go. I just told you about the 7 big risks that retirees are facing in 2025. So what do you think? Do you expect any or all of the 7 items that I mentioned here on my list? Do you think any of them are going to impact you in 2025? Drop me a comment below, or you can go ahead and you can shoot me an email. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Now, before I forget, I want to make sure to tell you or to remind you to sign up for my breaking news email. It really is the easiest way for you to stay informed on the news that truly matters to you. Also, I want to remind you I do have my Side Hustle Rules YouTube channel if you're looking to or interested in wanting to know or find out how you can earn some extra cash. Well, check out Side Hustle Rules. And also, don't forget to subscribe to Over 50 TV if you want to get some more news and information like I gave you here today. Well, that's all I got for you. As I said, I want to thank you for watching, and as I always say, have a great day, everyone.